Hey, potatoes! Stealer plays Nintendo. Let's play some MLB The Show at Wrigley Field. Yeah.
Been on killing himself is what his mama said, but he was feeling himself. Got a little more swagger in his style. Met his girlfriend, she was clapping in the crowd. Love is what was happening to him now. He said I would marry you, but I'm engaged to these aerials and varials, and I don't think this boy is strong enough to carry two. She said, "Thou, I weigh 120 pounds. Now, let me make one thing clear. I don't need to ride yours, I got mine right here." So she took him to a spot he didn't know about. Some odd in the apartment parking lot. She said, "I don't normally take dates in here."
And welcome into the ballpark. Happy to have you with us. It's the Colorado Rockies and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next.
Chicago Cubs.
Haven't played this in a while.
Almost ready to get underway. And on the hill, Shota Imanaga.
It's always interesting to see how he utilizes all of his pitches and how many of those he has a good feel for on that given day. When he's right, he's really able to keep hitters guessing, and all of his stuff seems to be coming out of the same arm slot, the same tunnel, and that can make life very difficult on his opponents.
Let's go, Cubbies!
Swinging a foul back, that's out of play.
Let's go, Cubbies. Right down the middle. Challenge ya.
Foul ball there.
Let's see. Right slider.
Sit him down.
We'll do a curveball.
The pitch timer expired before he
Come
started his
on!
windup, so that's a ball.
That must be incredibly frustrating for the pitcher, but this is all about creating more action and speeding up the game, and it's working.
And that's through the swing. It's a strikeout.
Well, that's a tough one to swallow as a hitter when the first base umpire rings you out from 100-something feet away, but somebody's got to make the call, and that's usually the best angle.
And that was a really close one, but it's hard to argue the call right there, yeah.
Yeah, I think you got it right.
Ryan McMahon steps to the plate.
Let's go, Cubbies!
And first offering is fouled off.
Let's go, Cubbies!
Come on, Cubs.
And that one fouled off. And takes low for ball one.
Well, that's kind of what you expect in an 0-2 count. Excellent job for the hitter to have the plate discipline to lay off of that pitch.
One down, base is empty.
Oh! Sinker. Down there.
Up the middle, into the outfield, base hit. So they get a man aboard with a one-out single.
One out single, that's all right.
The shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar.
Next for Colorado, Ezekiel Tovar. Ball one there.
Making sure to work. What pitch is he at? 9?
And a swing and a miss there.
1-1.
Hey, better. Hey, better.
And that's it for a strike. And it's 1-2.
Check the
Douglas, I
webcam.
think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this
There's the
at-bat.
webcam.
Getting many like that, from that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there in the mound.
Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Popped in the air, left field. Hat moving under it. Hauls it in, 2 away. Time to check out the Rockies lineup. Singy, this righty-heavy lineup must be licking their chops with a lefty on the mound.
Now, to me, Boog, it shows the manager's trying to set these players up to have a big game. Facing an opposite-handed pitcher, you only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that could be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike. Trying to set these players up to have a big game.
That first offering is fouled off.
You only get a fraction of a second longer to see the ball and decide to swing, but that can be the difference between a line drive and a swinging strike.
Okay. Let's get it.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
Okay.
McMahon
This
leads
third
off
out, let's
first
get
with 2
it.
down to the inning.
Swing and a miss as he was late.
0-2.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
The Cubs off. Let's get this third out.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball.
And a foul ball, he stays alive.
And it's a batter out.
And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Two outs. Foul ball still 0-2.
Wow.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in
This
his zone
guy's
for
being
a long time. Gives him the
stubborn.
ability to foul off tough pitches.
Two up.
Gets a
Still
piece,
hits
and it
it.
stays 0-2.
Right down the middle.
And down on strikes. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout. The Rockies strand 1. Now the Cubbies will get their first crack. No score. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Back here at the friendly confines. And on the mound today, Herman Marquez. Chris, what are you looking for from him?
Well, the big thing is that the way he holds his curveball, it's more of a knuckle curve. And because of that, it's less predictable in terms of the break for the hitter. That makes it that much harder to hit this guy.
In half up to hit. And that one fouled off.
Look out. That ball was smoked. Man, I am so
Yeah, it's
relieved
gonna
that
be
they have
so.
this netting down the lines. Just ensures safety for the fans. Last thing as a player, you want to look up and see a fan get hit.
And he grounds one back up the middle. Sends it to Tolia. One gone, bottom half of the first.
The right field.
Here's a look at the Cubs
Pitchers
lineup.
went out.
And it's clear the most important job they have today is getting to the starting pitcher early and often.
No doubt about that. That's the best way to disrupt a game. But can they do it? Certainly something for us to pay attention to in this one, partner.
Warning track.
That's no
And you
doubter.
can touch them all.
No doubter. And that's gone.
That'll fire up the dugout, and it gives them the lead in the first. It's 1-0. He absolutely crushed that one.
No doubt about that one, Boone. We knew it wasn't coming back.
No doubter.
But a guy's got a real hard fastball. You can't overswing. All you got to do is get the bat head to the spot. If you do, he supplies the power, and you'll get to jog around the bases like you did right there.
I wanted to
One
wait for
down.
it.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. He swings and drives one out to deep left field. And it's out of here. They do it again. Back-to-back homers. And they add on. It's 2-0.
Sitting first pitch fastball, and that's what he delivered. He guessed right, squared it up, and he made it look way too easy.
Let's get down that road.
Siggy, I hope you saw it because it didn't stay in the air for long.
No, it moved. StatCast telling us 110 miles per hour off the bat, and that's plenty to hit one out if you get enough air under it. As a hitter, you hardly feel the ball when you make contact as solid as he did right there.
And now here is Michael Bush. Fought off foul.
Foul ball. Let's go.
Hard ground ball, base knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
I'm not running.
Batting fifth, not shortstop. Gansby.
Swanson digs in. That one is absolutely belted. And it's into the gap. Headed for the plate. Relay throw home. And he's out easily. Now they get the runner and a rundown. Tag, and he's out. Trying to get back, and that will end the inning. And we're back. All set for the start of the inning. Here's Colorado's DH, Chris Bryant. In for a strike. Went with the sweeper.
Well, after putting up a nice inning on offense, got some runs across, this is where you look for the starter to go out there, have a shutdown inning. Don't give that other team any hope. You just hope that he can get through this inning, get the bats back up there while they're hot.
That one finds the zone. No balls, 2 strikes. Time to check on our umpires. Earl Hendricks calling balls and strikes.
Yeah, well-liked umpire, Boo. Pretty consistent with his zone. So if you're familiar with him and how he works, you won't get too surprised by anything. Sometimes he'll give a little bit off the corner, but nothing too crazy at all.
And a swing and a miss. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Well, that at-bat seemed to be over as soon as it started. 3-pitch strikeout. You've got to be better at the plate right there. At least to foul something off, extend that at-bat.
Now here's Nolan Jones. Swing and a ball popped up. He makes the catch, and there's 2 down.
Good hard fastball up in the zone right there. They look really good coming in, but so hard to get on top of as a hitter.
Pitcher got it.
2 outs, base is empty. Tyro Estrada to the plate. In the air, right side of the infield. Bush. And that is that.
That's it.
Offense held in check there. We go to the bottom of inning number 2. It's the Cubs 2 and the Rockies nothing. We head to the bottom of the second. So up now for Chicago, Nico Horner. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. This one in the air, center field. Doyle hauls it in, and there's one away.
Let's go PCA.
The center field.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. Singy, you got to appreciate a guy who's this good defensively. I mean, watching him track balls in the outfield, it is beautiful. There's a swing and a drop. Did one hops off the wall. Should be extra bases. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Relay to third. Hung up in a rundown now. The tag. Here's the rookie third baseman, Gage Worthman. And first offering is fouled off.
After you get speed and you can't play the game.
Workman, in his rookie season, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round in 2020. That one fouled off. Nice grab to first. And very nicely done for the out. One hit in the inning, but no one left. We played 2 full. It's the Cubs 2 and the Rockies nothing. And welcome back to the ballpark. Now, Sean Bouchard.
Sean Bouchard.
Shota back to work. Swing and a miss.
No, just threw that fastball by him, elevated, and if you're not looking up in that location, very difficult to catch up to, especially with that velocity.
What pitch to throw next? How about sinker? Up and away.
Fights it off, you'll see another.
Sinker up and in.
Good eye in that spot.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
It is strike.
And he hits a ground ball right side. Corner over to first. And one away in the top of the 3rd.
Batting up, the catcher.
Jacob Stallings now.
Let's go, Cubbies.
And there's a strike.
Up and away.
He doesn't seem to like to pitch up. Hasn't offered on either one of those pitches. 0-2 count now. I think the guy's going to climb the ladder out there.
Actually, no, I'm going below.
And right back to the mound. Gets it to first. They get the out on Stallings.
The center fielder, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
Back to the top of the lineup, Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies. Swing and a foul out of play. Two down, nobody on. And a foul ball.
I would throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Curveball. What are you pitching?
Foul ball, it stays 0-2.
With the whole pitch off, or the pitch violation.
Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. Workman makes the grab, and that's the inning.
Nice.
Nothing doing for the Rockies, and they're down 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, set for the bottom of the 3rd. Now the Cubs catcher, Miguel Amaya. Swings and sends a rocket to right. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Clearly ready to hit right there. First pitch of the inning hits a bullet, and it just is one of those bad luck ABs.
So the batting order turns over. And up next for Chicago, Ian Happ. Grounded out his first time up. Lace down the line. This looks like extra bases. Makes the turn and heads for second. The relay trying to wiggle out of a rundown now. And they put the tag on him for the out. Two down, bases empty. And next for the Cubs, Kyle Tucker. And first offering is fouled off.
Get picked off.
Two out, space is empty. Worm burner into the outfield for a knock.
And that's running. I'm tired of running and getting it out. I'll just hit the ball.
Seiya Suzuki getting ready to hit. He's already homered here in this one.
It's Clark.
Swing, and that ball smashed on a line. And foul ball.
The two-hole hitter showing so much versatility, understanding the situation, gets on base with two out to bring possibly the best hitters in this lineup up to the plate in this inning.
That one
No
right
doubt
there.
there.
That's long.
2-run blast.
Another homer. His second home run of the game. It's 4-0. That was blasted.
Absolutely, no doubt off the bat.
Just an excellence all the way around, and it had that sound coming off the bat that gets everyone's attention. A pitch to drive, shift to the baseball, squared it up, and the backspin carried it out of here.
Base is empty with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Bush. Hard ground ball, base 9.
Not running.
And that keeps the inning going.
Now batting, shortstop, Dansby.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. He hit into a double play his first time up.
Yeah, gonna try running.
In the air, out towards left center. And the inning is over.
Not before
Cubs
that
had 2
2-run
on this
blast.
homer. It's now a 4-0 ball game. Back here at Wrigley Field, John Sciambi with Chris Singleton, and set to lead off the 4th, Ryan McMahon.
Dig in the dirt. How about up and away?
He swings and fouls one off.
Try a sweeper.
That one finds the zone, and it's 0-2.
First single fastball. Up and in. Low of the zone. There's one out there.
And there's a ball.
That's a really good job of laying off the 0-2 high fastball. Is going to make that pitcher really have to respect this hitter, even though he's behind in the count.
Take the cheese.
Pitch misses there, and that's ball 2.
Down and away.
Battling here as he fouls it away.
Right down the middle, Main Street.
To the right side, corner. In plenty of time to first, one up, one down.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping the ball out of the air, lets the defense work behind him with another ground ball. Good execution.
So in now for Colorado, Ezekiel Tovar. He's 0 for 1. Swinging a foul straight back.
Not a lot of people know this, but this isn't the only Wrigley Field in MLB history.
Yes,
When
we
the
know.
league
We've said
expanded
that
and
many
added the Los
times.
Angeles
Every time
Angels in
I play, you say
1961,
that.
they played their first season at a stadium in LA called Wrigley Field, which had been the home of the minor league team of the same name.
In time to Bush. 2 up, 2 down.
Challenge it.
Here's Michael Tolia. Went down on strikes his first time through.
Up and away.
And there's a foul ball.
Down and in. Down and in.
Swinging a ground ball up the middle, and that squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going. And that squirts through. Joey gets on base and keeps it going.
Nevada, the designated hitter.
Dominant performance for him today, Boo. Just 2 hits allowed so far, no runs across either, and he's had an answer for just about every hitter he's faced. So I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much.
But he's saved.
I don't think this hit is going to knock him off his stride too much. But he's saved.
2 outs. And it's fouled away.
Foul away.
2 outs. And
Let's
it's fouled
go,
away.
Cubbies.
Foul away.
Let's go,
Let's
Cubbies.
go, Cubbies.
Snap throw down to second.
Let's go, Cubbies.
Snap throw down to second.
Miguel's good. He's still on the bases where I can't. Miguel's good. He's still on the bases where I can't. Chris Bryant. How about Chris Bryant? Up and away. How about
Spoils a 2-strike
Up
pitch,
and
and he'll
away.
see another. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another.
down in?
Stays alive.
Down in.
Stays alive.
Middle in.
How he missed, struck him out.
3.
Making
Wow,
4
man.
strikeouts for him on the bump today. So 1 left for Colorado. They're on the short end of a 4-0 score.
The kid on your papa, shorty that's with me go shoot like a jumper. The rain that go boom like a thunder.
Back here at the friendly confines. Here's the second baseman, Nico Horner. In the air, right field. Hauls it in for the out. 1 away.
The center fielder.
Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. I think when you contemplate him as a player, the first thing you think about is defense, and you think about that great arm.
I also think about the speed. If he can get on, that's going to give one more thing for that pitcher to think about.
And he handles it himself for the out.
Now batting.
That's
Third baseman.
So up now for Chicago, Gage Workman. Grounded out his first time up. And that one wrapped foul.
Okay, hit a home run.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. Jones ranging back onto the track, and he makes the catch.
3 up, 3 down.
And we're back, ready now for the 5th inning. Now the left fielder, Nolan Jones.
Jones.
Up and away.
Yeah, that's fouled off. Jones, 26 years old, and he was a 2nd-round pick back in 2016.
Up and away sweeper. Yeah. In.
Swinging a ground ball, and it goes just foul.
Way foul, dude. Curveball. Middle down, I should say.
Swing and a miss. Shota Imanaga with the strikeout.
Well, he used the slow curve very effectively right there. He just spun it up to the plate and had his guy way out in front. Not only a good pitch, but a really good job of setting it up.
Tyro Estrada digging in for the Rockies.
Right down the middle, right down Main Street. Show me a guy.
Popped up to the left, into foul ground. Workman hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
He's been going after these guys consistently, and as a result, he's been able to keep his pitch count low, throwing the ball very well right now.
2 outs, base is empty. Sean Bouchard digging in for the Rockies.
Right down Main Street.
And there's the strike.
If I'm at the dish right now, I am aggressive over the heart of the plate. This guy's been filling up the strike zone, so you know you're going to get a good pitch to hit. And as nasty as his stuff is, you might as well take all 3 swings.
Hat makes the grab, and that'll do it.
And Clarkson stands in. Middle of the fence. Shows in for the wind.
And welcome back to the ballpark. And now it's Miguel Amaya.
The captain.
That one deep left field, and forget it. And they add to the lead. It's 5-0. That's their 4th home run of the game.
They can't stop, and they won't stop hitting home runs in this one, Boo. They're clearly feeding off of each other at the dip.
Chris, that ball came out hot. So let's see what StatCast has to say.
Yeah, it really did, Boog. 111 miles per hour off the bat, and a really nice launch angle as well. Just a beautiful swing from start to finish.
Here's Bud Black towards the mound, and we're going to see a pitching change here. Herman
Take him
Marquez
out.
is done in this one, and this is one he'd like to forget. Back with a new arm after this.
Take them out.
Now pitching.
Tanner Gordon gets the call from the pen.
Still pretty early in the ball game, so this bullpen has some work ahead of him. Best case scenario might be if he can come in here and get several quick outs, kind of bridge the gap that starter left for him.
And there's a fly ball, deep right field. Tattooed. And they add to their lead. It's 6-0. It's their 5th homer of the game.
Man, they're all getting into the action. It's starting to feel like a home run derby up here. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen. You know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him. Now he's got to find a way to reset.
Well struck right field. Say goodbye to that one.
What's that? 3 in a
And
row?
King Tuck sends it out of here. He's done it again. His 2nd homer of the game. And they tack one on the board. It's 7-0.
Yep, 3 in a row. We'll make it 4.
Back-to-back home runs, and these guys look so dominant right now. Pitcher might want to check and see if he's tipping his pitches or not, but I tell you, this was basketball.
Tipping his
Opposing teams would
pitches?
call a timeout.
No, I just know how to swing.
And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Let's go! Foul ball there.
You know, these Cubs, digging into their numbers, have to be happy with the swings they're taking. They've been absolutely smashing the baseball. They've racked up a bunch of hits, and 8 have gone down for extra bases.
This one's scored on its way right here. And he's gone yard again. That's his third home run of the game, and they boost their lead. It's 8-0. Singy the ball is jumping off his bat.
Yes, it is. Tons of loud contact. Man, it's been impressive. Wow, 4 consecutive home runs. These guys are taking batting practice in the game. Just unbelievable at bats.
Batting
I tell you what,
practice is
that
right.
hitting coach over there in the dugout, he's feeling pretty proud of himself right now.
Manager out of the dugout now, and he'll make a move to dip into the Rockies bullpen. Tanner Gordon out of the game, and the home run really bit him today as he exits on the hook for the loss. New arm coming on after the break.
Really just change the pitcher earlier in the inning.
Lucas Gilbreth gets handed the rock out of the pen. He's into the game with the bases empty.
Average 54 runs. Wow.
Michael Bush, the next Cub to hit. He's 2 for 2. Line to left. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's one away.
Home run
Up
streak.
number 7. Shortstop, Dansby.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. 1 for 2.
Swanson, former first-round pick for the Arizona Diamondbacks. Vanderbilt player in college, College World Series player, all that good stuff. But really coming into his own.
Lifted to left center. Way back there. And that is gone. He'll circle the bases. They are unloading here. Their 5th homer of the inning. And they tack on to their lead. It's 9-0. That one just sounded different.
And might have been the loudest moment yet. Man, my ears are ringing. I could feel that swing from the booth. The pitcher knew his snap ball right to his fingertips. It was trouble. Down the heart of the plate. I'm sorry, but big league hitters don't miss that pitch.
So here's Corner now. Base stop center field. So they'll get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
I'm not running because I've got multiple outs and
And up
running.
next for Chicago,
But
Crow Armstrong.
swing.
We talked about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside
Go
for
hard,
just a second,
go
Chris,
hard,
it's
go
the
hard,
defensive
go
side that
hard.
I think
It's
the speed
birthday, it's
factors in the
birthday.
most.
Go hard.
Corner on the go. In the air, left field. Drops into the glove. Now a long throw to first. Tries to get back and save.
Now batting, third baseman.
Gage Workman, the next Cub to hit. Both 2 in this one. Ripped to short. They get the force. That'll end the inning after a lot of scoring. But 9 batters hit in the inning. 5 come around to score. We're through 5. It's the Cubs 9 and the Rockies nothing. This one isn't exactly close, Chris. Let's go off script for a moment.
Okay.
Were we on script?
Never.
All right, Singy, in ballpark entertainment, you got a favorite mascot race?
Yeah, I love what they do in D.C. with the former presidents.
Somebody always gets tackled. They always get hurt.
I know, and it's just crazy. Imagine running around in those big, bulky suits, and somebody's always going to go down.
That one catches the zone, and it's 0-2. Do you remember when Tim Kirkchin ran in the sausage race in Milwaukee?
No, I didn't see that one.
Yeah. Yeah, they used one of the kid-size ones.
You know, this isn't exactly a mascot race, but I love what they do in Atlanta with the freeze.
Leadoff man retired in the 6th.
The center fielding, number 9, Brenton Doyle.
So the Rockies lineup turns over. Brenton Doyle digging in for the Rockies.
I wanted to race the freeze at one point. I don't think my hamstrings could hold up for it now.
I feel like 5 years ago you could have handled the freeze. It would have been fun. And I would bait you into it and try and get you to train to race the freeze. And it just never materialized.
Yeah, I appreciate that you had enough confidence in me that I could beat a guy who looks like he was going to the Olympic trials at some point or another. But yeah, it's always a great thing to watch there at Truist Park.
Would you have worn one of those bobsled outfits like the freeze wears?
Nah, they'd have been a little too revealing for me at this age.
I feel you. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. And that will drop foul.
Wow, almost. This is it. Away.
In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball.
Get this working.
1 out, bases empty.
Let's go down.
Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And there's 2 gone following the strikeout.
Well, that's pretty much the dream 2-strike curveball. If you're the pitcher, hard downward break at the very end, it just dips below the swing path. And they say pitchers want to try to bounce that pitch right on top of the plate. So that was exactly what he was looking for on the mound.
Middle.
And first offering is fouled off.
I'm impressed by the number of first pitch strikes. He's not afraid of contact. Some guys, they'll nibble just because they don't want to get hit hard. That's not what we're seeing here.
That one finds the zone. That is strike 2. And they'll do it again. 2 down, nobody on. And we're in the top half of the 6th.
Sweeper down away.
On and miss, struck him out. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. Rockies are down quietly, and they're down 9-0.
The game's over here, Rockies.
Here at Wrigley Field, here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya.
Social media, they swallow
We got the home run party going last inning.
Gilbreth back to work. And that one fouled off.
That's a crack.
So a drill to left. No doubt about it as they add on more. Another homer. His second home run of the game, and they add a run. It's 10-0.
Not very hit hard, but still.
Digging in is the
run.
switch hitting outfielder, Ian Happ. Hit hard on the ground is short. Sends it to Tolia. 1 away, bottom of the 6th.
The right fielder, number 30, Kyle Tucker.
Here's Kyle Tucker. And the way he's going in this one, we've been waiting for his spot to come around again.
All right, listen, everyone, stop what you're doing right now. This guy's got 2 home runs already. Now he's going for number 3.
Three.
Oh, great stop. To his knee, the throw. Nicely done for the out.
Look at how he dives right there. Is able to pop up to both knees. Not enough time to get to his feet, but he threw a cannon across the diamond to get the runner.
Seiya Suzuki, the next Cub to hit. That one drilled left field. And in one hops the wall. Around first, digging for two. Not in time. He's safe.
The challenger.
So man aboard. And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. In the air, left field, Jones on the move. And that's the third out. One scores in the inning coming on this solo home run. It's now 10-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on the show.
Major League Baseball on the show.
On the north side of Chicago, John Shambi and Chris Singleton. And the batter will be the shortstop, Ezekiel Tovar. Fought off foul.
Watch out.
In the air to left center. Coming on is Happ. He's there to make the catch. And a quick out, number one. Here's the Rockies cleanup hitter, Michael Toglia. A switch hitter batting right.
Right there.
And that's through there for a strike. 0-1.
Up and in. The strike zone.
Swings through the fastball up in the zone.
Man, he was really tardy on that fastball. Great job of setting him up by throwing the curveball. Add some velocity to it on the next pitch. Can't catch up.
One down, base is empty. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. And he's up to 8 strikeouts in this one.
Oh, he's on a great run of strikeouts and showing excellent control and command, not walking opposing batters. You know, this offense, they've got to find a way to break his rhythm, put the bat on the ball, maybe try to bunt for a base hit, get him off the mound, moving around, step out, something to interrupt his timing because he's coming right after these guys.
Here is Chris Bryant. And that is out of play.
Up and in. Top of the zone. See if you can hit it.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, hit a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Do that again.
Gets a piece and stays alive.
If you get the hungry pitches, I'm taking them out.
Swing at a high fly ball. That's out to center. Makes the catch. And that is that.
Now,
We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Justin Lawrence.
I think it's got to be a little tough coming in out of the pen when your guys are trailing so big on the scoreboard. Just doesn't have the same intensity to it, but he's got to find a way because these batters count the same for his stats, obviously, regardless of the score.
Hit in the air, right field. Bouchard hauls it in, and there's one away.
Really nice job to get your first out of the ball game.
the batter, number 2, second baseman,
Nico Horner will come up to hit. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. That one ripped right center field. This one could be trouble, and that's going to roll to the wall. Into second, and he's got a double.
Got chasing it for a triple.
Man at second with one away. Pete Crow Armstrong digs in now. 1 for 3. Swing and a miss. That's strike one.
0-1.
Out towards right center. That's well struck. This one looks like trouble. Corner comes around to score. It's 11-0. Caught in between, trying for third now. The tag. He can't scramble back in time, but a run does come in to score. 2 down, base is empty. Here's the third baseman. Oh, now this one's high and deep. Went there. It's gone. A monster shot to right, and they add a run. It's 12-0.
First pitch swinging, and he got the fastball. He knew exactly what to do with it, too. Pitch was intended to stay inside, but it leaked out over the middle of the plate. Hitter waited on it, and he connected just perfectly.
So 2 down, and here's the catcher, Miguel Amaya. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. The throw comes in too late, and the defense comes away with nothing. Here's the Cubs leadoff man, Ian Happ. He's already homered in this game. That's a laser base hit. And out to a board in there safely. That ball was absolutely ripped. 111 off the bat. And I'm pretty sure it started to whistle after it left the bat.
I think I heard that too, Boog. And these are the moments we appreciate when we can look at StatCast and just see exactly what the data is. Always so much fun to see what numbers pop up.
So here's Kyle Tucker now. And that one ripped into right. Bouchard makes the grab, and that ends the inning. They put 2 on the board on 5 hits. No errors, but 2 are left stranded. 8th inning coming up. It's the Cubs 12 and the Rockies nothing. Back here at the friendly confines. New inning getting started. Now here is Nolan Jones. And that one popped in the air, left field. Happ makes the grab, one away.
Now that's the second base.
And now Tyro Estrada. This is a
go.
guy who's in the lineup
Let's
first
go,
and foremost because of
Tubbies.
what
Let's
he
go.
contributes defensively,
Break down
Chris.
the
When you talk about
middle. Here we
preventing
go.
runs from being scored, this guy is a big contributor.
I was always told it's hard to take you off the field when you play really good defense, especially at a premier position, and that's what he does.
Next offering is in for a strike.
The hitting's going to come around. He's going to figure it out. But right now, his big asset is the way he plays the game on defense.
This to third. In time to Bush, and Estrada is out.
The right field, number 12, Sean Bouchard.
2 outs, base is empty. Next to hit for the Rockies, Sean Bouchard.
Can I do a Maddox? That's the question.
Man, he is just dialed in right now. Every pitch thrown with so much conviction.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out.
How'd you miss
It is
him?
a 3-up,
3
3
right down the middle.
2-3 go the Rockies. Hasn't been their day. It's 12-0. And we're back. Bottom of the 8th. Now it'll be the Cubs DH. Seiya Suzuki. Lawrence Barnes in his third season, 30 years old now, and he was born in Panama. Line drive to short and caught.
That at bat is a positive sign, even though it probably doesn't feel like it.
Now
You
back.
hit the ball hard, but it doesn't always work out in your favor. Sometimes a defender is there to make a play.
And here's the first baseman, Michael Bush. Sports to center. No doubt effective. That is long gone. He flexes his power with that swing. It's 13-0.
First pitch hacking, and it paid off for him in a big way. With a low 90s fastball, you have to live on the edges and hit your spots. If you don't, you'll get hit hard.
Now,
They hand the ball over to a new arm, Victor
How
Vodnik.
many pitches is there
And
to
with the
go
big
through?
deficit on the scoreboard,
And
he
only
almost has
won
to just
the
put that out
entire
of his
game,
mind.
and he's going
Every
like
outing matters for relievers and their
4 or
numbers. but
5.
I think it's tough to get up for this type of
54.
appearance the same way you would for one in a close game.
Base is empty, one away. And next for the Cubs, Dansby Swanson. Hard grounder into the outfield for a knock. So a man aboard now with one away.
Oh, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Pretty tough for the infielders to do anything with that one. He pulled it hard into the outfield, and even when you keep it on the ground, it feels great when you hit a missile like that.
Here's Nico Horner. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. Got one. He'll touch them all. It's their second home run of the inning, and they add a couple more. It's 15-0.
He wasted no time in that at bat, swinging at the first pitch, and he punished it. Love to see a hitter aggressive first pitch of an at-bat. You watch it from the on-deck surface, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Now a chance for Pete Armstrong. Ripped, but it curls foul.
PCA, PCA.
That one pushed foul.
Wait. We'll get it.
Only 2 now. That one ripped. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Safe at second with a double. Third hit for him this afternoon. So up now for Chicago, Gage Workman.
Huh.
Laser could be trouble. Runner from second scores as they add on.
Well done. Drives in the run. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of the stick.
There comes a skipper out of the dugout, and he's ready to make the
Again?
move. Victor Vodnik is done, and he's responsible for the runner on second, so the book isn't closed on him yet. We'll be right back.
Wow. Going through the entire bullpen.
now,
Scott Alexander taking over on the mound.
Well, they need someone to stop the bleeding and keep the score right where it is. Seems like a tough task today with the way this lineup is swinging it.
One down. Next to hit, Miguel Amaya. And first offering is fouled off. Man at second. Line drop. Base hit. Coming home. He'll score. Throw to second. Caught the rundown now. And they tag him out. Ian Hatton, the next Cub to hit. Former first-round pick out of the University of Cincinnati. Grew up in Pittsburgh. Liner, and this could be trouble. Now he'll turn for second. It's a double, his fourth hit of the game. And his hot hitting continues.
They kept him in the yard that time, but all he's doing now is passing the baton. Everything seemed to get started around this guy.
Man at second here with 2 away. And now the right fielder, Kyle Tucker. Ripped on a line. Go! And he's gone yard again. His third home run of the game. It's 19-0.
Wasn't fooled on the first pitch at all. He squared it up right away.
Mission up the skill on ball. This is just a warm ball.
He's putting on quite the show, the dish here in this one, and he's just so locked in with his swing, and he's just not missing right now. 3-homer game, man, so special. And I tell you what, it's a lot of fun watching him pull it off as well.
Next to hit, Seiya Suzuki. Swung on, belted, way back there. Drops in for a hit, couldn't run it down. In safely with a double, his second of the day.
4 hits in a row, and they're really swinging it here. That pretty much split the zone down the middle, and those are the ones where you got to make them pay.
Man in scoring position with 2 away. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Bush. Hit in the air, left field. Jones makes the play, and that will end the inning. Looks like he's heading back out for the ninth as he'll go for the shutout when we get back.
You're gonna get Maddox. Have 9 pitches
All set to
to
start the
go.
ninth in this one. And now the catcher comes up to him,
Like
Jacob
a
Stallings.
quick out at all.
I mean, his pitch efficiency, ability to get ahead in the count, at times pitch to contact, like the defense work behind him. That's why he's still in the game here in the ninth inning.
You just don't see it that much anymore. A guy being this efficient and getting this deep into the game.
I wonder if he's going to be able to close it out. It's just something about that ninth inning. But being at under 100 pitches, he's still got plenty of fuel left in the tank.
And that one is lifted in the air. Crow Armstrong should have it. One down. Brenton Doyle, the next to hit. 0 for 3 in this one. Swanging a high fly ball in the air, left field. 2 down.
Definitely have a chance on Maddox. Definitely have a chance.
Rockies down to their last out. And here is Ryan McMahon. Swing and a pop-off in foul ground. He's got a ball game, and the Cubs take this one in a blowout.
Terrific job in this game. He scattered 2 hits and pretty dominant. Efficient with his pitch count. Got himself all the way to the finish line and finished where he started.
So this one got a little out of hand. The Cubs go home a winner. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi saying so long.
Good player again. Yeah. Suzuki, player of the game. So you can say